Welcome class to today's lecture on the structure and function of the collecting ducts in the kidneys. The collecting ducts are crucial components of the urinary system, playing a vital role in water and electrolyte balance, acid-base regulation, and urine concentration. In this lecture, we will explore the intricate anatomy of the collecting ducts, their mechanisms of water reabsorption, regulation of sodium and potassium levels, and their involvement in clinical disorders. Additionally, we will investigate the interplay between the collecting ducts, glomerulus, and loop of Henle, as well as the molecular transporters and signaling pathways involved in their function. We will conclude by examining the importance of collecting duct research in clinical applications. Let's dive into the fascinating world of the collecting ducts. The collecting ducts are tubules in the kidney that receive filtrate from the distal convoluted tubules. They are composed of cuboidal epithelial cells, with principal cells responsible for reabsorption of water and sodium, and intercalated cells contributing to acid-base regulation. The collecting ducts have cortical and medullary segments with regional differences in cell morphology and function. The collecting ducts regulate water reabsorption, important for water balance. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH, makes the collecting ducts permeable to water by inserting aquaporin II channels. When ADH binds to receptors on principal cells, it triggers a cascade resulting in aquaporin II translocation, allowing water reabsorption. Without ADH, ducts remain impermeable, leading to more dilute urine. The collecting ducts in the kidneys have multiple functions, including regulating sodium and potassium levels. Aldosterone, a hormone secreted by the adrenal glands, increases sodium reabsorption and potassium secretion in the collecting ducts. Intercalated cells also play a role in potassium regulation. The balanced regulation of sodium and potassium is essential for maintaining various physiological processes in the body. The collecting ducts, in addition to maintaining sodium and water balance, are involved in regulating the body's acid-base balance. Intercalated cells within the ducts actively secrete hydrogen ions or reabsorb bicarbonate ions, thereby influencing systemic acid-base balance. Type A intercalated cells secrete hydrogen ions, while Type B intercalated cells reabsorb bicarbonate ions. Through their coordinated actions, the collecting ducts help prevent abnormal blood pH levels. Collecting duct disorders, such as nephrogenic diabetes insipidus, NDI, and Gittelman syndrome, can impair the kidney's ability to regulate water and electrolyte balance. In NDI, the collecting ducts don't respond to ADH, causing excessive thirst and dilute urine. Gittelman syndrome involves impaired sodium and potassium reabsorption, resulting in salt and water loss and muscle weakness. Knowledge of these disorders is important for proper diagnosis and treatment. The collecting ducts work closely with the glomerulus and the loop of Henle to efficiently form urine and maintain body homeostasis. The glomerulus filters blood to produce primary urine, which is modified by the nephron segments. The loop of Henle establishes the osmotic gradient necessary for urine concentration, regulated by the collecting ducts. This interplay ensures overall kidney health. The collecting ducts play a crucial role in regulating urine concentration and dilution. They are able to reabsorb water from the tubular lumen through specific channels, depending on the osmotic gradient in the loop of Henle. This allows the body to conserve water during dehydration or eliminate excess water during high fluid intake. The permeability of the collecting ducts to water is controlled by the secretion of antidiuretic hormone, ADH. When ADH levels are high, water reabsorption increases, resulting in concentrated urine. Conversely, when ADH levels are low or fluid intake is excessive, the collecting ducts remain impermeable to water, leading to the production of dilute urine. This mechanism helps to maintain body fluid balance and prevent fluid overload. The antidiuretic hormone, ADH, helps regulate water reabsorption in the collecting ducts. When ADH is released in response to dehydration or low blood volume, it binds to V2 receptors on collecting duct cells. This triggers a cascade leading to the insertion of aquaporin II channels, which allow water reabsorption. This maintains fluid balance and prevents dehydration. In the collecting ducts, the transport of ions and solutes is tightly controlled by different molecular transporters. These proteins, such as NAC and Na+/K+ ATPase, facilitate the reabsorption and secretion of sodium and potassium ions, maintaining a balance that is crucial for overall body function. Other transporters, like CLCK1, ROMK, and H+ATPase, also play important roles in regulating chloride, potassium, and hydrogen ions. The concerted action of these transporters ensures the precise control of ion balance in the collecting ducts, which is vital for maintaining homeostasis. The collecting ducts play a vital role in regulating blood pressure by controlling sodium and water reabsorption. The renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, RAAS, is instrumental in this process. When blood pressure or volume decreases, renin is released, leading to the production of angiotensin II, which stimulates the secretion of aldosterone. Aldosterone promotes sodium reabsorption and water retention, increasing blood volume and subsequent blood pressure. This precise regulation through the ROS system ensures proper organ perfusion and fluid balance while protecting organs. In the video about collecting ducts in the tubuloglomerular feedback section, we will explore how these renal structures interact and the role of tubuloglomerular feedback in regulating renal blood flow, glomerular filtration rate, and sodium chloride reabsorption. Research on the collecting ducts has clinical implications for kidney disorders. Molecular transporters and signaling pathways have led to targeted therapies. Renal imaging techniques improve diagnosis. Understanding mechanisms aids in developing treatments for diabetes insipidus, Gittelman syndrome, and polycystic kidney disease. Collecting ducts are essential for water balance, acid-base regulation, and blood pressure control. Further research could revolutionize diagnosis and treatment. The collecting ducts are complex structures in the kidneys that help regulate water balance, electrolyte levels, and urine concentration. They interact with other parts of the kidney to maintain the body's internal balance. Understanding the molecular aspects of these ducts is important for diagnosing and treating kidney disorders.